Hey guys, it is Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury live streaming channel. How are you people today? I am over the moon. We had a live stream yesterday and we raised some amazing money. It's going to take about a month before I get the money actually into my account. And due to a slightly maxed out credit card, I will have to wait until that time before I get the box. So, yeah. So it's all good. It's all happening. Now, guys, I got to tell you a few little mop-ups from the show. The Pontiff's Brew. I owe one to Paul Salesius. I got 3,000 kilos of premium beans coming on my doorstep soon. Oh. These were not popular. They were a dud. They were an absolute dud. Also, the sales of the watch boxes. Sales of the watch boxes. No, it's not a scam. I'm waiting for the money to come in, Porsche 993. I am committed to get the LV box. The money went into Super Chats. Most of the money went into Super Chats. The PayPal money I've got. The Super Chat money takes a little bit of time to come through. There was no scam or nothing done there. It's all very, I want the box. Sayo Nara became a member. Thank you so much for your support. I'm just posting the link there. I had a super busy day at work today. This is from Tim Wright. Just stopped to have some dinner. I might get on. That's okay, Tim. No worries at all. We got GB, $2. Congratulations on the live stream. May order the brew. Yeah, that's a disaster. The coffee has been an absolute disaster. I don't know what it is. I can't sell anything, okay? Tim Wright had success posters, cards, this and that. I'm trying to sell the coffee. It was a disaster. So, yeah, that's basically how it's gone there. Which LV box are you planning to get? That's a good question, Zane Minty. I got to tell you, we got a couple choices. We got the LV monogram, we got the Damia graphite, and we got the grey color with the LV monogram. I'm thinking maybe go to the traditional with the red interior. I got to tell you something. I'm someone who believes in karma, yin and yang. The universe speaks. And I kind of believe, you know, I'll get the money in my account and then I will make, I don't want to rush anything. Perf Luxury, jump on, Bubba! Jump on, Bubba. Perf Luxury, come on, you can jump on. We can chat to you. He's been a great supporter of the show. What else can I say there? YOLO! How's the debts going, Archie? The debts are going very well. Don't worry. Visa card won't forget them. Don't worry. Visa card won't forget them. It's a low rate card. It's a low rate. Perf Luxury. Hello, Perf.
Good morning.
How are you going? Talk to me. What's happening, man? What's going on? Tell me what's happening.
I'm just finishing off an early morning jog. It's a lovely nippy 6 degrees in Perth. Lovely.
What time is it in Perth? It's only 6 a.m. What the hell are you doing up on a Sunday?
If you've ever seen a ex-US Navy SEAL, Jocko something his name, he gets up at 4:30. That's me. 4:30.
What about the fiddle with the missus next to you?
My line of work, it's best to not have any relations. Actually, avoids you an extra 15 pages of paperwork.
What exactly do you do industry-wise?
Officially, all I can say is I work for the government.
Okay. Okay, so, look, Perf, what's your name? Perf Luxury?
Yep,
Thank you so much. You have sent me some beautiful scotches there.
that's not a problem.
I want to ask you, why is the Lafroig 8 so close to the Lafroig 16 when it's half the age? Can you explain that to me?
I can't because I only just opened the Lagavulin 16 yesterday. That was after I'd had a distiller's edition of the Talisker, and
Yes.
I'd have to say, Lagavulin, lift your game. It's disappointing.
Oh, no, no, please don't say that. No, 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 no. I'm a
Well,
huge...
Talisker is like getting hit by a Mike Tyson uppercut.
You know, the first peaty scotch I ever had was the Ardbeg.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one. I'll give you that.
And I've had a few scotches, like, I don't know if you know Peaty. There's a cartoon character scotch, which it's called Big Pete. Have you seen that one?
Can't say I have.
It's kind of, yeah, it's not that expensive. It's about $60 a bottle.
No.
It's not as good. I gotta tell you, look, the thing I love about peaty scotches is it's for the purist. If you're not a scotch purist, people can't stand it. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, I'm a fan of the Dutch licorice, you know, the salty Dutch licorice.
Yep.
You know, double salt, triple salt. I like the triple salt, okay?
Right.
But they're an acquired taste. Normal person would hate
Oh,
them.
definitely.
You know, I mean, the peaty scotches, they're not for your, you know, like in this world, Johnny Walker is so commercial.
Definitely.
I mean, you start off on red. I was in high school. I remember I got an 18-year-old guy to get me a bottle of Johnny Walker red. That was the first scotch I paid for.
Nice.
Then when you become sophisticated, you're classy, you go to black. Then you might try gold, and then you go to blue, and you think you just made it, you know?
Yeah, I was a little bit snobbish, I think, with my first Talisker Sky.
Okay.
So yeah, it's let me tell you, once you go to the 10-year-old, don't go back to Sky. I mean, the only thing you can go back to is Talisker Dark Storm.
Got you. But
Good luck getting that. I mean, because it's a travel exclusive, but because they use the extra charred casks, you get all the extra wood sugars in it, which is quite nice and refined. So, did you try anything other than the Lagavulin yesterday?
Look, I had the red breast.
Nice.
Which the red breast is not a scotch, it's a whiskey because it's Irish.
Correct.
I actually think red breast punches way above its weight. I think it's amazing.
Oh, definitely.
I gotta tell you, as a general, I don't mind the Glenlivet. You know, the Founders. That's their kind of their low rating one. I don't mind the Founders Edition Glenlivet as a discounty sort of scotch.
Right. Well, I've got something then to box up and send to you. I've got a bottle of Founders Reserve, which I think I've had 1 dram from, and I decided it was like a lolly bag at a kid's party. So I think that'll be finding its way to your PO box.
No worries. Hey, man, look, I'm happy to drink anything. Man, there's no snobbery here. I got to tell you,
no problem.
What you find with whiskies is, you were talking about the most expensive whiskey I've ever had is called Mortlach.
Ooh, nice. That is nice, that stuff.
Now, Mortlach, when I didn't go to jail, when my barrister got me off, which was bullshit charges, the charges were relating to me showing somebody a confidential document. That's what the charge was.
Yep. I mean, that wouldn't have even been baseline. So I mean, I don't know what they were jumping up and down about back then.
No. So no, they got secret police. Believe you me, this country here, Australia, you think you've got
the Stasi.
freedoms. Exactly. Just out of interest, there, I've got the rancher in the waiting room. But if I let the rancher on, I got to tell you, my normal crew would not forgive me. And I hope you're okay, rancher. I really don't want you to be, in a bad place. But I got to protect my business investment in this channel. So that's why I can't let you on, I'm sorry. And the dog trainer, he really didn't let me speak when I went on his channel. So I can't, we'd have to chat. I can't just let you on and destroy. It'd be disrespectful to Marco and the team. So I'm sorry, but that's just the rules. I got to tell you, Perf Luxury, what you find is, so the other thing is, with scotches, there is single cask, single barrel.
Correct.
I've had a few single cask, single barrel. They are amazing. And you would never even heard of the scotches. You wouldn't even have heard of some of the brands. Like, these are boutique distilleries. GB, $2. Let Loudmouth Tim on. I got plastic in the waiting ground. I just wanna talk to my friend here, Perf, just before we get plastic on. I just want to have a bit of a Scotch chat because it's a little bit of a quiet afterburner. We've got Marco. Marco's here. Hello, Marco.
Hey, Arch.
We got Perf. Marco. You never believe this, Marco. The rancher wanted to come on.
He's done this a couple times now, huh, Arch?
Now, I got to tell you the truth. I'm not angry at the rancher. I don't hate him, but you would be very pissed off at me, wouldn't you?
Arch, I got to tell you, man. You know what?
Yeah.
Never let him back on. Never let him back on, Arch. Hey, that's the payment he gets.
Look, you guys have made so much money for me, and I tried to go on his show months ago, and they just abused me, made fun of me. Well, that's not fair either. You know what I mean, Marco? They made me look like the fool that I am.
Right.
And
the other one is Loudmouth Tim, Arch. Can we just ban this idiot? Let's just ban him. He brings nothing to the channel. Has he ever super chatted one time in his life?
No. If you don't like him, Marco, you got me an LV box, for God's sake. Whatever you want goes. I said this to Bear. Bear got angry at one of the team members. I'm not going to say who. He said, I want him banned. I said, okay, Bear, done. I said, Bear, I don't really care. Toyota Mo, $5.
There's another guy, Marco.
Yes. Which guy's that you don't like?
Starts with a J, Marco. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's fine. Yes. He's fine. It's not a big deal. He's fine.
Don't let Loudmouth Tim or Vicious Nasty Rancher on this stream. They are nasty, vicious snakes. Fair enough. Right. Fair enough. Loudmouth Tim is innocent enough. He's innocent enough. He's harmless enough. He's not a nasty guy, but look.
Arch, he comes on here and promotes other streams, and then just fucks off. He's not a good guy. What are you talking about? He's like, I watched this live stream. I always have to block his messages.
It's okay.
Right, like
Marco.
Anyways,
Marco, you're in charge, man. It's all cool. Perf, I gotta say to you, the problem with scotches is when they get too commercial, they lose out. Like Johnny Walker Blue from 20 years ago is so different to Johnny Walker Blue today. You know what I mean?
Not always, but the captain did find this out the hard way. So he bought I think it was a Macallan 18 or 15-year-old after the store assured him that it wasn't the ruddy rubbish casks that they're now using. They now use seasoned sherry casks, not properly matured sherry casks. It's a bit like maple-flavoured syrup versus the authentic stuff out of the tree. So the captain got absolutely burned. If you can get an old Macallan 18, for example, that was done in properly matured sherry casks, not seasoned, that's worth a fortune. Also, Isle of Arran, they recently released their first 25-year-old expression, limited release of 3,000 bottles, right? They reckon well over 2,000 of those bottles ended up at auction houses, and people, I kid you not, were getting £1,700 for this stuff. Retail, 250. So some of this stuff is a flipper's paradise, Arch.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. You know, I got 3 rules of life. Let me tell you the 3 rules of life, okay? Watches are for wearing. Whiskey is for drinking. And wenches are for wooting. That's the 3 rules of life. You can't just store this.
Amen to that.
You can't just store your whiskey on the shelf and... You know what? Let me tell you this. I'm getting into my 50s in a couple years' time. And I know people who now cannot drink. They've had medical conditions. They cannot drink. Could you imagine having all this great stuff and you're not allowed to drink anything?
Exactly.
And I do have a little collection. I got some amazing fans who've sent me stuff. I normally don't open a whole lot of bottles at once. I'll use one or 2 bottles at a time. You know what? At the moment, I've actually got 3 bottles open. I got the Lagavulin 8, I got the Redbreast, and I got some Chivas Regal. Okay, now the Chivas Regal, that's actually not a bad general Scotch. I much prefer Chivas Regal to Johnny Walker Red.
Oh, definitely.
Even black, I think it's better than black. But I gotta say, you know, with the whiskies itself, the Chinese, like, there's a lot of classless people.
Yeah.
They will buy it for the prestige, and they don't even know how to drink it, what to do with it.
It's all about status.
Yes. Flexing. And I gotta be honest with you, I get it a bit, but the problem is, what they've done is, they've whacked up the price. The world has got a whiskey shortage because of the Chinese.
Correct.
And prices have gone up, and what's happened is they don't even appreciate this stuff. Like, they will mix. I've seen Chinese mix blue with Coke.
Yep, it's just disgusting.
It's like when, like, I don't know now. Like, I had a friend of mine. Well, he's not really a friend, but he's a guy I know. Let's just say that. It was his birthday, so he gave out Monte Cristo cigars. Now, the reality is, most people these days don't smoke cigarettes, so they can't handle a cigar, okay? So they had a few puffs and threw them out. But do you understand? These are a beautiful cigar. You don't do that. If you can't handle it, you just make sure the person can appreciate. It's like, if the person can't appreciate it, like, I remember I had my brother over years ago, and I gave him some Green Label Johnny Walker, right? And he said, do you mind if I have a bit of Coke with it? I said, of course. I took his glass, went into the back room, put some teacher's Scotch in a glass with some Coke and said, here you go. And I drank the green that he had. You understand what I mean?
Exactly.
There are some scotches that are you have with a mix as a mixer. Johnny Walker Red, for example. The interesting thing is, you know, Johnny Walker Red, the thing that makes you sick is the colouring. They add so much colouring to it.
Yeah, Talisker are guilty of it too.
You think so?
100%.
Okay. Because, you know, an 8-year-old Scotch would be like white. You know that, don't you?
That's funny enough you mention an 8-year-old Arch. One thing I didn't reveal yesterday, except on Tim's after show, is I've actually got a special release from Diageo 2020 of the Talisker 8-year-old, and that is nearly white. It's 57.9 ABV, so it's cut straight out of the cask, no colouring, and it's not chill filtered, finally. And let me tell you, that stuff, that will grow hair on your chest, throat, every place that lives and breathes as your ecosystem. If you have that, Arch, it'll blow your head off.
Yeah, look, I gotta tell you, I really do love.
We got a super chat, Arch. Let's answer the super chat.
Super chat. Sayonara, bam, $2. Best bang per buck Rolex today. I gotta tell you what I think. the best bang per buck, I really think the Air King. I would have to say Steel Sports. You've got to go Steel Sports in your Rolex. There's no point getting Datejust. Let's add plastic. I'll be back in 1 minute. But for me, I'd say the Air King is the best bang per buck. I'll be back.
Interesting.
Hey, Perth Luxury, how long you been in Australia for, man?
Too long.
More than 30 years?
Nah, not quite. I'm only just 30, dude.
Okay, so you don't remember the comedy company? Hello, gentlemen, how are you today?
What's going on, Plastic? Plastic, what's the best bang per buck Rolex today?
Best bang per buck Rolex?
I think probably a steel bezel, oyster bracelet Datejust. Probably that's the best bang per buck.
I'll tell you something, Marco.
I kind of agree with you, Marco. Wimbledon dial.
Yeah, you can go any dial, but probably white dial is the best value. But Wimbledon,
the best bang for buck Rolex, 100% has to be the one that appreciates the most. I'd go with any sub.
Yeah.
Maybe Explorer 2, because they're going to just keep appreciating. Whereas your Datejust, you know.
Right, it's pretty static. But I think it's best bang per buck as in, like, what's the best value? Like, cheapest.
You want a return on you want an ROI, mate. Like, you want to make some money, you know?
Right. But it's not exactly value. Like, you're not buying a sub for good value. You know what I mean? Same with
No, but it'll always outperform. Even at market prices, it will outperform a Datejust.
Millie's a good one. Millie is a good answer, too. No gals. I think Datejust
expensive.
Right. I think smooth bezel oyster bracelet.
Hey, Plastic, I am great. Thinking about adding a new Tudor chrono thoughts. I gotta be totally honest with you. I don't hate the Tudor. I don't hate the Tudor, but there's so much better stuff secondhand I'd rather get. That's just my view. I'd rather so many good secondhand bars.
Super chats.
Brian BK. $25. Arch and T.
No, we gotta do this one. Search. We gotta do this one first. GB.
Thinking about adding a new Tudor chrono thoughts. As I said there, I'd rather buy something pre-owned. I'd rather get a Zenith personally. For that same money, you can get a Zenith Chronomeister second-hand, pre-owned. You don't want to buy the new Tudor. It's a nothing special watch, really.
Right. Just wait a couple months. I would get it though, Arch. It's a great. I think it's a great watch. 100% a great watch.
Is 100% fake. There's no way that was a real loudmouth Tim account. That's a fake account, guys.
Who cares? He's a loser. He's relevant, guys. Let's not waste our breath.
But that's Brian, a fake one.
$25. Arch and the team, well done on the LV box. Picked up a 5320G about a month ago, and have enjoyed every second of it. But did I make a mistake not starting with a Calatrava and working up to a 5320 to save? I don't look. I got to be that's the regulator, isn't it, Marco?
No, 5320 is the ivory dial with the syringe hands, the perpetual.
Oh my God, that's a beautiful.
And it's got the triple step lugs with a dual. Here, I'll pull it up with a double step case. I'll pull it up for you.
That's the watch you were featuring on the show a few weeks ago, remember?
It's honestly, Arch, I know everyone's going crazy for that inline perpetual.
Remember Tony Nico was talking about it?
Yeah. We haven't seen Tony Nico. Where the hell is he gone?
I think he's on Mr. Two's show quite a bit.
And where is Mr. Two gone? He comes on too sometimes.
He's on Mr. Two's show quite a bit.
But Arch, I know everyone's going crazy for the inline perpetual.
It's kind of nice how they take my customers and don't come back, isn't it?
Look, you can't make a man do something that the man doesn't necessarily want to do. So let's leave it at that.
That is absolutely beautiful. That's a gorgeous one and done Patek. I don't think there's any mistake in that.
I don't like the syringe hands, guys. I reckon they look a bit
Oh, you're crazy. The syringe hands are what make it. I think they're fucking gorgeous.
They look like syringes, man. You gotta watch out. You know, you don't want a syringe stuck in your arm, do you?
It's an absolutely beautiful watch.
Classic.
Look,
You're out of here,
look.
Look at the lugs. You see those It's like triple step lugs and a double step
Yeah.
case. Hold on, let me pull it up. You see that? It's a bad picture. I can't really zoom in anymore.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Here you go. Look at that. Oh, amazing.
It is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous watch.
And no, you definitely didn't make a mistake.
Look,
Because you don't want to buy a Calatrava at retail. That's the thing, right? And a 5320, it's a good way to squeeze in Aquanaut, Arch. Squeeze in Aquanaut.
Yeah, yeah.
I think so. 5320, you worked for an Aquanaut?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
All-
beautiful. It's
For
beautiful.
mine, the best Pateks are the Calatravas that Archie's got. They are the most bang for buck, beautiful watches the Patek make. That's my plastic opinion.
He's asking, did he jump too far too soon? No, because this is
never.
the
never.
perpetual.
It's beautiful.
The perpetual is
It's-
it is Patek. You know what I mean? As much as the Calatrava is complications like perpetual calendar, chronographs.
Yeah, I've
and
never
I gotta
owned
say,
one,
this is
so
a watch for
I
a
do
purist.
admire
This
those
isn't for
Calatravas,
flexing.
though. They're very
Right.
nice.
This isn't for flexing. This is not a flexing. This is just a discreet.
You still got your 5196, Archie?
Oh yeah, I still got that. I got the 4. I got the 4. I've only sold the
Don't
black
sell
one.
the
black one.
5196, mate. That's you. That watch
No,
is
I'm not
you.
selling it. I'm not selling it. I'm not selling it. Absolutely beautiful, Marco.
I think Arch. I got to tell you, everyone's going crazy for the inline perpetual. I think this is way nicer. I just think it's way nicer. I think the hands are nice. This is one of the most beautiful, like pilot style Calatravas they've ever made. One of the nicest perpetuals, and it's modern size, 40 mil case. The only knock I have against it is it doesn't use the micro rotor movement.
That's right. It uses the 3-2-4 movement, doesn't it?
Right. That's not a huge knock.
It's not a bad. It's still.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's still beautiful.
Exactly.
But otherwise, it's perfection. Fucking. Whew.
And you know what? This one here, because it's not using the micro rotor, you notice it's got a big second hand. Most of the perpetuals don't have a center second hand. You see that?
That's right.
Actually, most of the perpetuals don't have a second hand.
You're right. Very right.
So that's why they've used that movement. And because normally that's how you could tell whether it was an annual or a perpetual. If it had a center second hand, that was normally an annual.
Right.
You see what I mean?
But yeah, in terms of did he jump too far too soon? No way. I think this is perfect personification of Patek in a watch.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I just want to clarify, guys, I'm getting the box very soon. I just got to, because a lot of the donations were sent via Super Chats, they don't pay out immediately. So just relax. It'll be coming very, very soon. I'm not going to run off and not buy it.
Arch, anybody complaining is a troll and probably didn't donate. Everybody knows, Arch.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain yourself.
Well, I'll do an unveiling of the Mirage leather case when it arrives.
No worries. That'd be great there. I gotta tell you, the whiskies there. What makes you love the whiskies? Why the whiskies? Tell me this.
Blame all the Scotsmen that I've grown up around.
Were you ever into other things? What about wines? Are you into wines?
Nope, hate it.
Okay.
Won't touch beer. No, won't touch beer. Well, the only wine that I will touch is champagne, and by that I mean Bollinger RD, Sir Winston Churchill, Paul Roger.
Yeah, Paul Revere.
Dom Perignon. Yeah. All that. Really,
I find
really
it
nice
gives
stuff.
me gas. At my age, I get indigestion from champagne.
Arch, what do you think about Rimowa watch cases?
I'll enjoy it while I don't have it.
Yeah, I got to tell you, it's I never really understood why they're so dear, but what do you think?
Well, they're made of aluminum, aren't they? They're really heavy too, supposedly. Cars and Chrono has two of them, but they're really nice, Arch. Don't get me wrong, but a bit expensive. Like they're a bit on the expensive side, like $2,780.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's not really a famous brand, is it? Like Scalito del Tempo is probably the most prestigious watch box brand. What do you think?
Yeah, that one is good. I think the one that Showcase got, Rapport, is also good. Boss
Oh, the
Fish Leather.
showcase, the report. That's amazing.
What's
Report
the
is
other one? I think
amazing.
it starts with like Z. It's like that carbon fiber box, Toyota Mobile one, and it
Oh,
came in
that's
like
ridiculous.
all scratched
Those-
up. It's like Zanga and something. I
Yes,
don't know what it's
because
called.
they do the huge vault ones. You
Right,
know
those
that?
ones are really prestigious and super well regarded also, but I don't think they're worth the money.
I know the Aussie Formula One photographer Kim Illman. He's got a Wolf Churchill vault in his wall in his living room. Lucky bastard. They're about a cool 130 grand.
By the way, Arch, JBID, the person who super chatted to see this, he said they're the same price as the LV per watch. Oof, Bourbon and Zorwig. That's the one. Bourbon and Zorwig. There you go.
Yes, that's it. Bourbon, yeah, Zorwig. That's
These
it,
are
yeah.
ridiculously expensive, though.
Bourbon and Zorwig, they actually have store. I've been in Singapore where they actually have Bourbon and Zorwig stores, and they are incredible, but just ridiculous. You know what I mean?
It almost doesn't make kind of sense, if I'm being honest with you. But
well, they're super rich. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, Perf, let me ask you this. Thank you for the whiskies there. Do you hate Johnny Walker completely or not?
I just don't talk about it. That way nobody can say that I'm a snob or anything. If I don't like it, I won't talk about it.
I think for a very commercial Scotch, I must say the gold is pretty good and the blue is still pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
is
product
it worth
at the end
the
of the
money?
day.
It's hard to say.
That's
you know
another
what
question.
I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not rubbish. You know what I mean? And
sure.
Tell me this: when you say single malt Scotch, does single malt mean it's from one distillery? See, I think single malt should mean one barrel. You know what I mean?
I'm a purist on that. That's all I'll say.
It's true, Arch. Remote, you know that the aluminum watch case? It's their luggage.
Just remember,
company.
guys,
I forgot.
always drink.
Yes.
Always start with the best Scotch first, and then you drink the shit at the end of the night.
128,000.
The only thing with that is, and I'll just give you a word of warning, Arch, because of the two other bottles that I sent you that you haven't touched. If you touch the Lejig, it's pronounced Lejig if you touch that before Talisker, you won't be able to properly enjoy the Talisker, because the Lejig is like a Talisker but turned up to 11.
I like this one.
Oh, I see. Amazing. Birminghard wants to come on. Birminghard, our face of reason.
You got him on here? There we go.
How you doing, Arch?
There we go. I mean, what would you see? You need a fancy-wancy house. I don't have the sort of house that would warrant
Arch, this
that.
is 37,000. Can you imagine? I mean, there's some more expensive ones. These are just nuts. Bourbon and Zorwig, forget it.
Well, it's super rich. If you've got a super yacht, you'd have that in your $15 million yacht. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, you put it that or your $15 million estate, right?
Exactly. Birminghard, how are you? Face of reason.
Yeah.
Are you a Scotch man at all? Are any of you guys, who else? Are you a Scotch man, Marco?
Arch, I rarely drink.
Yes, you rarely drink. Birminghard, are you a Scotch man?
I will have a Scotch or a whiskey when I'm out, but my kids are starting to get old enough that I worry about keeping alcohol in the house, honestly. So I have like wine. That's it. I don't have any.
Plastic, are you a Scotch man? I think Plastic's a bourbon and Coke sort of guy.
Yeah, mate, I'll take any Scotches. I don't even mind Johnny Walker. I like Johnny Walker with a splash of ice. Nothing wrong with that.
No,
Straight Scotch is boring, though.
I'll tell you this, Arch. One day I'll send you a bottle of the Talisker 18. Having that is like being made king.
No, but it's not about that with Scotch. You got to understand, with these premium Scotches, it's not about being pissed. It's to enjoy the flavors.
Correct.
I got to tell you, the whole point of Scotch, let me say this to you, is to sit down with a friend or two friends and just have a drink and talk shit. That's what it is. It's memories. So you got to share this. I don't really drink alone. You got to share these. I kind of share these, and I got to tell you, Perf. Here we go. Brian BK, $5. Marco is a gin and jumping jacks.
Oh, that is
guy.
Arch, Brian BK was killing me on that first stream that I hosted, Arch. He was killing me. He was making me do jumping jacks, push-ups.
Oh,
put me through the ringer, Arch. I was doing full circuit training. Jesus Christ. We got one more.
Bluesy Moon, $2. Single malt means made from one distillery. Exactly, one distillery. Correct. So that could be different barrels. You agree with that, Perf? Perf?
Wait, is it?
That's pushing
Is it
it.
all from supposed to be from the same
Well,
barrel?
you're saying single barrel. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm dangerously nearing snob territory.
Meaning single barrel, single cask.
Yeah, that's me, admittedly.
But that gets a bit. The problem is, it's hard to have consistency if you're doing that.
Oh, some have got it down pat. Isle of Arran. I keep saying. But I mean, the problem is with that distillery. Try getting me a whiskey Scotch with an age expression that isn't a 10-year-old. Try it. Next to impossible. I mean, nobody's got even the 21. Nobody's even got the 21-year-old in Australia. Not even the 18-year-old. The flippers all bought up the allocations from like Nick's in Doncaster had I think about 15 or 20 bottles. They went within the first 3 days. Auction houses, people are getting 3-4 times retail easy. It's just ridiculous.
But that's not the point
gone
of the hobby.
single
That's
barrel.
not the point of it. That's not the point of it.
No.
People
I mean, all the decent ones. I mean, us enjoyers. Good luck.
Yeah, flip mode 45, $5. Archie and crew. How about fine tequilas? Tequila put whiskey to shame. I've never really been a big tequila person.
Controversial.
Tequila's more fun to drink, I reckon. Slam a few of those babies down with a few beers. Have a wild night out.
You talking just tequila shots, or are you talking like mixed drinks?
Just shot them up, man.
I gotta say, it's the whole point of drinking the Scotch is not really to be super pissed. It's to enjoy the flavors and that. You gotta remember that. Flip mode 45.
Every episode I've seen you drinking heaps of Scotch, you get super pissed, Archie.
Well, you know, Tim's coming on. Look at this, Tim Wright. Hey, Tim, how are you?
Hey, what's up, guys? I am completely drained.
Tim, your audio is in your computer.
Gotcha.
Tim, Arch, look at this. Toyotomo bought this box from Bourbon and Zorwig, right? Look at all the scratches. This is brand new, out of the box. Look at all the scratches. And you know what those fuckers told him? They said it comes like that.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's ridiculous.
Wear and tear.
Maybe it's the lighting. Maybe it's the lighting. How much did he pay for this?
This is expensive, Arch. Like LV box expensive.
Whose is this?
Toyotomo.
Wow.
Is
Does
that
he
carbon
like it?
fiber?
Well,
Yeah,
he
it's
got
carbon
two?
fiber.
Holy shit.
How many's he got?
No, he returned them. He returned them and got the LV box instead.
Ah.
Oh, you're joking.
Wow.
Brian BK, $5. Last time Arch bought an 18-year-old, he was in Thailand and the ladyboy stole his credit card.
Ha 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 ha. Well done.
Yes. Well done indeed. Yeah, I gotta say, that's a bit of a...
That's the sandpaper finishing. They do.
2,200, Arch. They're 2,200 a piece.
Wow.
I see. Got you.
Jeez.
Got you.
Got another super chat.
That's incredible, that there. Sunsetter, $2. Ardbeg Black opinions. Love you, fellas. I've only ever had the standard Ardbeg. I never had anything more than that. Just to be honest with you.
Mm.
I've only ever had the standard, but I gotta tell you, you know, myself, I can only afford $50 scotches. I'm very fortunate in my show here to get some amazing stuff. And are you a cigar smoker, Perth?
Nope. Can't be
smoke
with
at
my
all.
job, unfortunately.
Okay. Only when he's at the casino. Okie dokie, Perth.
I'll usually just have one like on the golf course.
You do smoke?
Not regularly, not a lot, but if I'm like
Ooh.
out on the golf course, I'll enjoy a nice
You're allowed to
Macanudo.
smoke on the golf course?
Well, it's outdoors.
Don't know. It depends on the golf course.
Sure, it
Nice.
depends on the club, right? You go to a really nice club, maybe not, but most of the public courses, yeah, you're able to. But when I'm drinking scotch, I probably
You
drink
know, I went to a golf course
alone
with
more
two
than
clubs.
with people.
2 clubs. A drive, a 3-wood, and I think a 5-iron.
Putter. Okay.
That's it. 2 clubs. 2 clubs. That's it. That's all I need. That's all I need. Tactical headlamp with strap, $15. Thoughts on the Rolex Yacht-Master? It seems like a good bang per buck. I'm interested in what you say. I got to be honest with you. That I made this video, which I can't get the thing to work properly. I've got to upload it. I think the problem with the Yacht-Master is the sub is so fantastic, and it's a better iconic piece. We're talking Yacht-Master 1 here, and I got to be honest with you. Yes, the platinum bezel's kind of cool, but the sub is it's legendary. It's that black on black. It's just, it's iconic.
Yacht-Master is more of a watch in a larger collection. You know, it's like for the man who has everything and just wants something a little different. Like that and the Milgauss Arch are probably the most non-Rolex Rolexes out there.
Yeah, I gotta say, you know, I do love the Millie. I love my Millie because it's understated. I was actually having this conversation with somebody yesterday. I was talking to Sovron, and I said to him, you know, the thing about the gold, the solid gold solid gold Rolex is it attracts real wankers.
Yeah,
I don't like the people who
I'd have
really
to
want
agree,
to.
Art.
I really don't like who they attract. You know, that's the problem. That's the problem there.
It also takes a certain kind of personality to rock a gold watch, right? I mean, listen, Arch, I like gold watches, but I would never rock just a full gold watch on a full gold bracelet. That's just not me, you know what I mean? A bit too loud.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that it's not nice, you know what it doesn't
mean
it doesn't
it's not...
suit my what I like wearing, you know what I mean? It's just not me.
Seriously, I look at people who buy this stuff. It's like a Porsche owner. I love Porsche. Porsche. But most of the people who buy it are real assholes. You know what I mean? Are you a prick before you get the Porsche, or do you become a prick after you have a Porsche? That is the eternal question.
So
The chicken and the egg.
Yeah, and I got to say, you know, I really don't see the value in buying things to piss off or make other people jealous. I just like to have quality things that last.
It's almost like the Yacht-Master was like an attempt to be a little bit like a dressier Submariner. The case is a little bit more rounded. It's not as tooly of a watch. The bezel on it is
the best way to put it
bidirectional,
is
right?
The Submariner is sort of the non-commissioned officer.
Yeah.
And the Yacht-Master is the officer, lieutenant. He's never really had to do the hard graft.
The lieutenant that went to college and came right in, like from command school, like he didn't like work his way up. Like
no, that's exact. You know, that's sort of, you know,
nepotism and bullshit, standard staple of the Wild West called Western Australia.
Exactly. You know,
It happens everywhere. First, trust me, it's not exclusive to Australia.
But bang per buck, though, I mean, it's not going over as much over retail.
Speaking, I'm just going to get myself a little
some of them
whiskey
are
there.
over
I'm
here.
just going to get myself a whiskey.
Yeah, but I mean, are they going over like 10% over retail, where it seems like the sub is like it's a pretty big premium? So I think that's where
25% on some YMs.
Yeah, which
in
I mean,
honor of
isn't as
Perth
bad as a
Luxury,
sub for what you get, I guess.
Oh, you got the
in honor
good
of
glass.
Perth Luxury being here, I'm just going to have a little
Well, Arch, I've got something too, actually.
morning dram. Sorry?
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's lost his connection. It's okay. Just in
No, I think
honor
he's trying to turn on his camera, but it's not working.
Oh,
bugger.
okay. Okay. That's okay. That's
Well,
okay.
it was a 25-year-old Talisker, but
Yes.
there's a bit of a story behind that. So that usually retails for north of $1,000 Australian, because some idiot had it mucked up their pricing on their website. Instead of listing it for $475 as a COVID razor, they had it for $375 for an hour. And I saw it because I had alerts set up through Honey, told me, and the distillery emailed me and they said they'd acknowledge they would honour the $375. So I got it $375 delivered.
Yeah.
When it's usually nearly a $600 bottle, and let me tell you, I've had one dram of this only. It's like Aaron 14, which they don't make anymore. Shame. It's like that mixed in with all the good bits of a 10-year-old, but mellowed. This, if you ever get a dram of it, I mean, it's like going to Valhalla.
Aren't you supposed to resell those? You don't want to resell it, Spooka, on the secondary market for a profit?
No. Talisker is. Think of Talisker as some bottles of Talisker, not all of them. It's almost like Omega, sadly.
Gotcha.
But it's why I put that thing up for you, Marco. So like if you get a bottle of Aaron 18, like one of the original ones, like I've got, it's like landing. Almost like, well, I'd say it's like getting a GMT or a Panda. That's what it's comparable to. Or, I mean, heaven forbid you get a Macallan edition. That is Nautilus, Aquanaut, Paul Newman, that sort of territory.
Fuck.
So tell me this,
So,
then. That Mortlock, how does that fit in the scheme of things?
Off the charts almost. Nah, I'd say it's probably comparable to say like an Aaron 18, pushing towards a Macallan. It's one of those ones.
Mortlock, they've also got cheaper
Mortlocks.
They got much cheaper Mortlocks. You know what I mean?
True.
And they're not that.
But having said that, if you can get a Port Ellen, for those that don't know, Port Ellen is what they call a ghost distillery. So the distillery doesn't exist anymore, but there's still product out there. I've seen Port Ellen going for 10 grand for a 10-year-old. Admittedly, it's now like 15 years old. It's just because it doesn't exist. So the supply, I mean, the supply is more restricted than Patek. So, I mean, but having said that,
Bear
thankfully,
Clooney's
Port
got
Ellen
a video out, by the way, guys. Bear Clooney's got a new video out.
Cool.
No Time to Die special edition broke 3 of my stereotypes. Bear Clooney. We might actually put that link.
I like that watch, except for how thick the clasp is. That for me is the real letdown with that watch. I mean, if the clasp wasn't as thick as it was, and the price wasn't as bad as it was at retail, because of course ADs aren't giving any discount on that.
I have a question.
You like Dan? Tell me this, Perth. What do you think of Dan Murphy's?
It has its good moments and not so good moments. I mean, I will call that Dan Murphy's now for something really good. I had to travel 30 kilometers to get it. The bottle of Aaron 18 original bottling that I've got. Not even Nick's in Doncaster, who I swear by, not even they had it. So it was actually a Dan Murphy's. So I had to trek for it, and I paid for it, but I was still able to get it. I mean, Dan Murphy's is brilliant because I can always gift art stuff.
Yes, thank you. Yes, that's it. Stud Muffin, $2. Perf Luxury, your thoughts on Davidoff?
He's talking about Scotch or the cigars?
No, they have a
I thought he might
Scotch.
be talking
Davidoff
about-
has a Scotch.
Ah, I didn't know that.
I prefer to stick towards sort of classic malts territory and probably towards stuff that isn't chill filtered, isn't coloured, stuff like your Isle of Arran, Macallan.
What about your Japanese?
Glendronach.
What do you think of your Japanese?
I will fess up right now. I've not had enough Japanese stuff to even really proclaim anything on it. I just sound like an absolute
I
mug.
love Japanese. I love Japanese. I got to tell you that. Absolutely love it, you know. And the other thing that I want to ask you is, Perf, there's a whiskey that I had that I really wanted to hate.
Right.
I bought it with a whiskey snob. He's actually Scottish ancestry. And it was the Amrat Fusion from India. We wanted to hate it. We drank it and said, shit, this is good. And that's the power. That's what happens. It takes your prejudices and blows it out of... Have you had Amrat Fusion?
Nah, I haven't touched the Indian
it's
stuff.
won
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
if I want to at
awards.
the moment.
Sorry?
COVID.
Stud Muffin was asking about the cigars. I think
Oh,
Tim
you
Wright
meant
was
cigar?
thinking about the cologne. I think Tim Wright was thinking of Cool One.
Sorry, I meant the Davidoff
That's what I was
cigars.
thinking. I was thinking cologne too.
Look, let me ask you this. The Indian whiskies, yes, no, maybe?
Okay, is bourbon not a thing in Australia?
No, bourbon is an American thing.
No, I know. So that's like, it's always
Okay.
like, when we're talking Scotch, it's like, people are always...
No, bourbon's like an American whiskey.
Yeah, that's made out of Kentucky. I think it's like a corn
That
base.
makes
But I
me
just didn't know if it was a...
When I drink a lot of that stuff, it's like rum. It's kind of... How do I put this politely?
Makes you angry?
Yeah, it's kind of... How do I say... Look, there were some great bourbons. There are some great... There's great everything out there, right?
Yeah.
There's great vodkas. There's great... I don't know what it is with whiskey. I just tend to be a Scotch.
But you guys like Scotch over
I
there.
love my Japanese. And I got to tell you, Amrat Fusion, please, Perf, can you buy a bottle for yourself?
I'll consider it.
Amazing. Amazing. Because you want to hate it, but it's very good bang per buck. I mean, I know you drink some very exclusive things, so maybe it may not please you, but I think it's amazing. I got to tell you, I honestly think it's absolutely amazing.
Arch, you ever smoked Davidoff cigars?
Yes, I have.
That's on my short list. It's one of the few I haven't tried yet.
I think they're a Dominican.
Yeah, they're Dominican. Yeah.
Look, my favorite cigar, okay? There's different styles of cigars. Cuban is very heavy and strong. The best cigar I've ever smoked is a Cohiba, okay?
Same.
No question.
Yeah.
But one of
flavor
my
is
favorite cigars is called the Dunhill Santanas.
Dunhill, wow.
And it's got a very big ring. It starts off small and goes to a big ring gauge, right? And that's an aged, mild cigar. That is, in my opinion, heaven. I
Is it
remember I bought
Centenas?
Yes.
Centenas?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
That is, in my opinion, is absolute heaven as a cigar. Now, a lot of people say it's too mild. You don't understand. This is an aged, amazing cigar. For a smoke, that's one of the most enjoyable smokes I've ever... I bought a box of them, and I haven't been able to find any more since that box.
It's
I
like I'm
think-
discontinued, Arch.
Here we go. Hist 1378. Amrat ages fast in that Indian climate, like Taiwanese Kavalan.
Correct. I find the problem with a lot of Australian whiskies. A lot of
Yes.
people go, "Oh, you can easily get an Aussie 8-year-old, and it's like a Scottish 18-year-old." But here's the problem, Arch. It's like some Australian fish, comparing them to deep sea Atlantic sort of stuff. I mean, yeah, we can get them as big because of the hotter climate, but the problem is they don't have that passion, that feel, that flavour that this Atlantic or deep sea stuff has. It's just not the same. It's like going out and buying a ruddy Steinhardt because you can't get a Rolex.
Yeah. No, look, I got to be honest. I think there's a time and a place for all of them, but I tend to say the Scottish whiskies, they invented the stuff. They wrote the rule book. The Japanese took it to the Japanese took it. What the Japanese do is they take it to an extreme. They go into micro measurings and.
Arch, they're $170 a stick. Today they're $170 a stick. At least that's what I'm reading. Yeah. Because when it's Arch, the cigar market has gone crazy. It's like the whiskey market. You can't get stuff because it's like because of COVID.
How do you spell it? Because I haven't been what do you spell? Dunhill, CEN.
TNAS.
Yeah, Centaurus. That's it.
Yeah. Here.
Well.
Oh no, sorry. That's for 10. That's for 10. Sorry, it's fake news, Arch. Fake news. Fake. Sorry.
What I'll do, Arch, I've been able to get my hands. I'm going to be able to get my hands on a bottle of Aaron 12 cask strength limited edition. There's only about 10 bottles of it in Australia. Yes. I will send you a bottle of this Aaron 12.
Look, you know what?
You can see what
I'm more than happy
about
for you to fill a little dram, a little thing like this, with it. You don't have to send the whole bottle. Send me a tidbit. I'm happy to.
Oh, all right.
We got one more super chat.
Richard Westwood, $3. Who is the new guest? The trucker with blue hat. That's our Tim.
Arch, I gotta tell you. I wanted to ask, when are we writing this A Man and His Watch, the sequel, Arch? I want to write the sequel.
I tell you, I've already got a few things in. I tell you how we tackle it, okay? This is going to be a long project. We're not going to just rush it out there like I did with Luxury to Love.
No.
Okay? What we want to do is, I think the best thing is, we've got to work out a few parameters, and we add a couple stories a month. We each put in a story, okay?
We can put one of our stories in there. That's like 5 stories.
Of course, we've got to put our own story. We've got to do our own story. So I reckon start writing your own story, and then we could tell the punters what we want. We want to know who you are quickly in a paragraph. Just some basics, because we've got to set some perimeters. That's what.
Nothing about who we are. Nothing. It's got to be about the watch, the story behind the watch. It can't be about us. Forget about us. It's about the watch.
Exactly. We want to know the journey. The journey. I'm in Canada. Just one line. Yeah. That's enough.
Okay.
And then we want the story. And I got to tell you,
Arch, I'll write it tonight easily.
Okay. Beautiful. It's not as easy as you think.
Are you kidding? Arch, I wrote a rap, on Tim's live stream, live on air. You should hear this. This is amazing, Arch. It was an amazing rap song. I gotta be honest with you.
Hey,
do you take this 2 Chainz Bruce Wayne to be your lawful husband?
Well, I've already got some stories done from when I was reviewing Scotches. I'll give you the Aaron 18, and I might do one on the Talisker 8. I mean, they're pretty hot at the moment. There you go, done.
Yeah, done. There we go. Beautiful. Look, I got to tell you this. Beautiful there, Marco. I got to tell you, seriously, with the whiskies, do you get you're a watchman as well, Perf?
Yes.
How many watches do you have? Just refresh me.
I've got the Panda GMT, S&P 300, 41mm Bluesy, Blue Dial Pelagos. Next one's going to be the Panda Racing Speedy, and then I'm holding out at my AD. I'm due to supply restraints, shall we say. I'm chasing a Pepsi or Pepsi on a Jubilee or on an Oyster. I don't want a Batman after getting the Omega. The Planet Ocean Panda GMT, I don't want the Bruce Wayne because it's 2 half dials with black on them. The white on the Omega makes it really easy to read at night. So take a hint, Rolex. You might want to have a look at it.
So tell me this. The whiskies itself there, you've had a long lifetime passion for the whiskies. What got you started? Just was your dad into whiskies or anything?
Nope. Dad swears off them. Probably working for a certain Scottish oil and gas conglomerate, Wood Group, full of Scotsmen. And all they would talk about is, if you don't have Talisker, you're not a man, you're not a Glaswegian. But I mean, I've also got quite a passion for Old Firm. So those that don't know about it, Old Firm is Glasgow Rangers against Celtic. And every time they play, this is soccer for some people, because it's not football, which is for another day. But every time those sides play, it's seriously like war. I mean, I've seen women and children getting attacked with fireworks in the street, people running around with meat cleavers, people being thrown off bridges, sectarian riots and divides. The problem is, because Celtic is seen as fueled by mostly Irish and Irish Republican Army supporters, and Rangers is seen as Protestant and Margaret Thatcher supporters. Everybody knows, of course, Margaret Thatcher hated the IRA's guts. So Rangers v Celtic is pretty much an extension of that, but that's for another day. I could talk for a whole day on that, don't worry.
Wow.
But yeah, that's like war. So I've already decided, once ScoMo lets us leave HMP Fortress Australia, there's definitely going to be a tour of the Isle of Skye for Talisker, Isle of Arran.
Are you a car man, Perth?
Not really. I don't know if we classify classic Mini Cooper.
No, that's a very good car. What's wrong with that? Our James from Showcase Watches he's very much a mini man. You know those Mokes go for big money now?
Yeah, they do.
You know
they
Mokes?
Do. Yep.
James is mini.
I got to tell you guys, it is amazing stuff, you know. I got to tell you. The minis are great. Since BMW took them over, they're not quite the same. Don't you agree?
No, not at all.
They're garbage.
I mean,
honestly, they're garbage. I mean, they drive nicely. When you buy a new one, they drive beautifully. They're plastic turbo garbage.
Yeah, I mean, for a while, I wanted plastic turbo garbage. Lotus Exige in black.
I love Lotus.
Ever since a certain Jay Clarkson took one on against Yeah, I find Lotus is great, especially when you've got a certain French Sicilian named Jean Alacy driving it and telling you how to do it.
Yes,
it's just bloody hilarious.
I love the Elan. You know, like Lotus, the original Lotus was basically the Chatterman. You know, the Chatterman that they still make them today. And I got to tell you, Lotus itself, I love Lotus, but that's a very, very interesting indeed there. Birminghard. Tell me this. Are you a Chevy man? What are you?
No, I'm for vehicles. Our family has everything is Japanese, Hondas and Toyotas.
Oh my God, you're joking.
No, I drive a Toyota Tundra. Like full size. Gotta be able to fit the kids.
Because they work. Because they work. You know this? They actually work.
Take down that flag behind you, Birminghard.
Actually, you know what? Funny thing is, for like the full size Toyotas, they actually have them made in America. Like,
yes,
they're actually one of the few car companies where the trucks are actually assembled down south. So,
yes, but you love it. It's a good vehicle.
I mean, it gets me around.
It gets him from point A to point B.
What is your big thing? Like someone says, what are you into? What is your thing? Watches is your hobby. What is your hobby, Birminghard?
I collect watches. I'm into firearms. I do a lot of outdoor stuff. So,
the outdoors.
The outdoors.
Yes.
Just about anything outdoors, like ski, snowboard, bike, hiking, camping, anything.
When do you hope
anything
to
outdoors.
retire? You see me as like I see you as a fire. I think you are fire, Birmingham.
I need to get as soon as my kids are like up through college, then I'll be able to retire. So I gotta.
Do you believe in fire? Do you follow the fire movement? Financially independent, retire early. Fire.
Maybe.
No,
I mean, I'll retire earlier than most. I'll be able to retire earlier than most, but I'm not like a minimalist that wants to be retired by 40 and live in a van, like traveling the country.
Fire! I'm a fire supporter. Fire with debt.
Arch, but you became a fire
I'm a
supporter because you're
minimalist hoarder.
unemployable, right?
That's exactly right.
No, not fired.
Fired. I gotta tell you seriously,
Not by
Marco,
choice.
are you interested in the fire movement, Marco?
Yeah, that's why I got into investing early on, Arch.
Fire! Fire! I gotta tell you seriously, Tim, you are fired, aren't you? You are retired, aren't you?
Yeah. I was born retired. Let's be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, guys, I'm not that too keen on working. Let's be
The life
clear.
of an oligarch.
Yeah.
You see these over 50s communities. When can I move into an over 50s community?
I think when you're 30.
When you marry someone that's over 50.
All right, guys, got
see.
to go. Got breakfast
Perth,
at Crown.
love
Champagne-
you. Take
Collins and
care,
breakfast.
man.
Thank
Take
you.
care, bro.
Catch you
Nice
guys.
having you on.
Tim, if you're doing a show later, I'll be on.
Okay.
All right.
I think I might.
Gangster homeboy, $2. Birmingham, best watch on the beat as a mall cop.
I love his name and the picture. It's like the least gangs boy picture you could possibly take.
I
Tuna,
definitely say
tuna. You don't want to upset your
A
customers.
G-Shock.
I was gonna say the vast majority of them have like G-Shocks.
Right.
G-Shocks.
Definitely
Just
a
reliable,
G-Shock.
good watches.
100% a G-Shock.
Do you ever, let me ask you this, Birmingham, I want to ask you, you have a young officer who comes in, he's joined the force, all starry-eyed, and you see him getting a new lease, a fleece. Do you take him aside and say, look, that's just not the way to do things?
I say get out while you can. What are you doing?
You say that to them?
Yes, all of them.
And what do they
What are you
say to
doing?
you?
What do you even?
Oh, I just want to get this truck. I deserve it. I deserve it. I worked really hard. I deserve it.
It's a big thing. Yeah, they want the full size trucks, and then they get like the lift kit and the big tires on it, and then
So
the
what do you
trailer
say
for
to
the
them?
weekend. Hey, sometimes people just gotta learn. They gotta learn themselves.
The hard way.
Hist has got a Land Cruiser with a 5.7 liter, and he's not getting rid of it. Wife has the GX with the 4.6. These tanks I will keep until the government says I can't. Land Cruisers are big money. They actually are beautiful vehicles. I think they are the best four-wheel drive. You don't want this Range Rover garbage. The Pine Barren, $5. What happened last night? Did you get the LV box? I was at a dinner party and lost battery on the phone. No, I'm going to be organizing in the next couple of weeks because I've got to wait for my super chats to be cashed out in the next payment cycle.
Right.
And then I will get the box. And then
But we did hit the goal, right? We did hit the goal.
we hit
Just so
the
that he
goal.
knows.
And I'm
Right.
also going to take
You
the wife
smashed the goal.
shopping. I'm going to take
Right.
her. I'm just going to wait for the money to come in, get the wife shopping. And then, you know what I also want to do? I want to discuss painting it. We're going to paint this thing.
What did we finish at again, Arch? 12,770, I think, something like that.
Yeah, we finished. I'll give you the exact total: 12,745.
There you go.
Because we had that
That was the
$15 that came in at the end. Remember that guy who was?
Oh yeah,
there?
it's true. Oh yes, I forget who it was though.
It wasn't.
I don't think it
Pine
was 15. No, it wasn't Pine Barren. It was Evan H. Maybe I don't know. I can't remember.
I think
Arch.
so. I think so. Yeah. It was really cool.
But I don't remember what it was about. Oh,
Tell me this. You know, Birmingham, I want to say this to you. I'm actually semi-fire. Okay. What I mean is, look, I love my YouTube. Honestly, I enjoy doing the YouTube. I think if I can keep this going, it's a good gig. What I want to do is, I want to actually pay my cards off. Okay, the reason my card is a bit maxed is I'm doing some renovations on the house. Okay, that's the reason I'm a little bit because
And the Birkins.
That's and the Birkins, of course. Let me say this to you. What I'm trying to do in my life, I want to do the fire, right? Except with mortgages. Okay? Because that's the cheapest money you'll ever get. The cheapest money you ever get is that 2% home loan money, okay? So what I want to do is, I want to have the mortgages, no car loan, no credit card debt, no nothing like that. Does that make sense?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to borrow my
because it's the cheapest money you'll get. So instead of paying the home loan off, I've got the watch collection. Does that make sense? It's called a saddle. You know, a saddle. It's a saddle.
Yeah, but it's not part of the Dave Ramsey plan, though.
Sorry?
It's not part of the Dave Ramsey plan, though.
Yeah, but I think he's a bit too conservative. You gotta live a little. Live a little. Live a little.
I don't even know that I want to be like retired just on a beach somewhere, like just doing nothing every day. Like,
you can come on the show every day, Birmingham. You're welcome here.
Yeah, you can be here every day.
All right, something to look forward to on my retirement plan.
Look, I got to tell you seriously, man. There is a lot more to life than having a fully funded emergency fund. You got to live by the seat of your pants. You know what my reserve is? I got a full tank of gas and a fridge of food. What more do you want?
And an LV box on the way. Are you buying it on the air? Are you gonna stream while you when you buy it?
Oh, you're gonna take a video.
I'll try and get a video. They're a bit tricky, Dicky.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They don't
You have to
like
be careful.
to do that. I'm just gonna have a little bit of diet sugar, no sugar Coca-Cola. Because I got no soda water left. That one's full of
looks like a
water.
regular Coke.
Yeah, it's just.
In US they go like this. See, you can tell that it's zero sugar from far away. Because the whole thing is black.
Black.
But you guys have just a little label at the top.
Okay, I was gonna say because that looks like a regular Coke for.
Yeah.
across the US.
It's different.
I gotta tell you guys, seriously. What's my aim now? I tell you honestly.
To trim the watch collection and upgrade, Arch.
I gotta be totally honest with you. Now that we hit the target, I want to say to you, I'm not sure whether I should get rid of the tuna. I would get rid of the tuna if I needed the money for the Pepsi. But the tuna itself, you said I can't get my money back.
Arch, I can't believe you bought it for that expensive. You paid that.
What?
You paid
Tuna's not
600
cheap.
under list only. That was expensive, Arch.
They're not
Little
giving me
sticker.
the
600 Aussie. That's expensive.
That's
We got a couple super
most
chats. You
you
got to
get.
read this one first.
Toyota Mo.
No, you got to read this one. The one on the screen.
Gangster Homeboy, $2. Birmingham, me and homies gonna mess up your more, boy.
Cool. Next.
And Toyota Mo, $5. Arch, please don't paint the box. It's going to look cheap and trashy. But I want the
whole
bear.
point.
You don't understand. I want the bear on it.
Are
I
you
want
putting it
the
on the top
Canadian
or is this on the
stripes.
back?
All over it. You know what? Seriously,
Mirror it.
this box, I'm not buying it to hold value. I want to buy it to savor the moment. This moment is the greatest thing. I want a bear on it. I want a rodent painted on it. This box is
That's gonna
It.
be
It's
terrible.
like a mural along like one of the sides of it. Like
at
one
the
of
top.
sides.
It's gonna have a bear. It's gonna have a stripe. It's gonna have AC3 down the bottom on the side. It's
Wow.
amazing.
Woo!
It's an amazing box.
I
don't have the
honestly
vision. I don't
wouldn't.
have the vision.
It's
Arch, I wouldn't put anything. Please don't put anything.
Why? You guys help me. I'm not selling this. This is not for sale. When you get into your late 40s, you realize, I'm not going to be here forever. I don't even care anymore. I just want to enjoy the memories of you guys. And you know what? As far as the color, do I go for this one or that one? I'm just going to waltz in and see what's available. I gonna spin the casino of life. You know this, spin it on the wheel. That's it. They're all beautiful. They're all beautiful.
Maybe wait a few
Watch
months
and
and get
pray.
one you really
$5. Whomever contributed to the LV box, welcome to the home renovation investment business. Watch and pray. $5.
Oh, we did the super chat. But Arch, I gotta tell you, you gotta consolidate and upgrade. You know why? Because you want to get a full box of Rolex. Like Jeff yesterday. You see that collection? Jeff's collection yesterday. Woo!
I gotta tell you honestly, Birmingham, please listen to this.
Yeah.
I'm happy with what I got.
Should be.
Honestly don't need more stuff in my life.
You have a lot to be thankful
What
for.
I would like to do is, I got 4 Pateks, 3 Rolex, a JLC, Tuna, and a Speedy. What more could I really, really want? What do I really, 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 really want to make me happy?
I mean, maybe
I don't know what you really, 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 really want.
There we go. Thank you, Pine
Pine
Baron.
Baron, $5. Unless Banksy is doing the work, keep it original. Don't paint the box. No, but a bear. A harmless bear. Because Bear did so much.
Look at this.
There better be fucking Bear there, Marco. Look, seriously, Bear. I want a bear. No, because I want to remember this day. Like, I don't want to leave it empty.
Art. Do you want me to? I can try to work with an artist to create a mock-up of what it will look like.
Yeah.
Let me work on the art.
Yeah.
We got time. We got time. I'm gonna contact
time.
some artists out there, and I'm gonna see what we can do. We'll make something really, really nice.
I gotta tell you, I'm not scared to paint. You know what? I'm gonna do a few things.
Is there dimensions that we should keep in mind, like a square?
Go to the LV website. You can see the size.
Okay.
Go online. You can see the size of the box. We want a bear. We want some Canadian stripes, and we want AC3, and we want a rodent, a scurrying rodent. That would be very, very cool.
Listen, the bear and Canadian flag colors are fine, but no rodents, Arch. That's gonna ruin the box.
Think about it. What else could we have? I gotta have another piece of something on it. Because I can also get a travel stamp. You know, a suitcase stamp, like an Australian logo. I might get Australian logo slapped on the side. Aussies. I gotta tell you something, guys. Seriously, this box. You know what? As I'm getting older, I want to get an engraving on the Patek 5196.
These are cool. Let me pull this up for you.
To my son in Latin. That's what I want to do. Does anyone know Latin? I want to make sure it's correct before I get it done.
You see
to
the cat
look at this.
coming out of it.
Hold on. Let me pull.
Here we go. Look at this. Yep.
Wow, look at
We want
that.
painted. Look at this. Rodents and all.
Beautiful. I'm telling you guys, the way they do it, it's amazing.
It is. It is. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh my god.
Archer, gotta tell you, man.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
What?
Just let me
I
create
want to remember. You got to
simple art.
understand, it's not about possessions. I'm getting some engravings on the 5196. I want to get to my son in Latin. Okay.
On the Patek, you want to engrave it?
Yep. I'm getting an
Why
engraving.
in Latin?
Sorry?
Why in Latin, though?
Because that's in the Patek movie. In the Patek movie, To My Son. Remember they did the engraving?
And you said in Latin in the movie?
Here we go. Speaking of the
Latin
devil.
in the movie. I
We
saw
got
samples
Jeff.
of the top LV artists when I bought my box in Vegas. Was beautiful work, but a 6-month wait for her services. Exactly right. I got to get the box first, enjoy it, then send it off.
Jeff,
I'm not going to get the paint.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm not going to get it done straight away. I want to enjoy it on the show, then I'll send it off. Perfect.
Jeff, can you email me a picture of your box with the watches in it if you took a picture? Watchcardinal99@gmail.com. I want to pull it up for the stream so
I
everyone
want to
can
say
look
to
at it.
you, Birmingham, you know something?
What?
I got more than enough I could ever want.
Oh, come on.
One dog, I got a
What's
good
this guy
wife,
doing?
I got some good kids. Okay, the older kids, they're a work in progress, right?
Look at this.
Gangster homeboy, $2. Birmingham caught you and my sis by the Burger King.
It wasn't me, bro. It wasn't me.
Yeah, okay, next one. Sean W, $4. AC3, any dollars left over for the clothing shopping? Yes, yes, yes. I'm taking her out shopping. Believe you me, I want to go Gant. I want to go Polo, Ralph Lauren Polo. Discount. I'm going to go to the discount warehouse and get it.
Clothes are such a waste of money. Just go
This
to
is for the
Old
wife,
Navy
it's not
and
for
the Gap.
me.
Old Navy and the Gap Art. That's what she gets.
Look, I got to buy her some nice stuff. She's put up with
me.
me. I mean, do you know how hard it is to live with me?
Arch, your whole Arch,
I
I've
can imagine.
never had expensive clothing except for a tailor too, because those last a lifetime as long as you take care of it, right? All this
Exactly.
stuff,
Look,
these clothes, we always have so many clothes. We never wear them. They go to waste after a couple of years. It's such
I'm
a
not
waste of
buying
money.
any clothes for me. This is for my wife. I just
Does she
think
need
it's
more
nice.
clothes?
Look, I'd like to get her some nice clothes, okay?
Zara, Uniqlo.
You're right, Zara,
plenty of-
exactly. Right.
Plenty of places where you
All the
Uniqlo's great.
discount-
She wears a lot of Uniqlo's actually
Yeah.
great.
Arch,
Great, nothing wrong
thrifting
with
is very
Uniqlo.
much in style. Thrifting.
Thrifting. I gotta tell you, seriously, it's just, I just want to get a few nice things. That's it. That's all I want to do. I want to try, because we've never had money. I gotta be honest with you. I've never had money because I had to buy wristwatches with the money.
It's
I never
a nice
had
thing to
money.
do for sure, Arch.
I've never
It's a
had
nice
money.
suggestion.
Seriously, our wedding was $2,000. I tell you, really, we have really sacrificed. We have done so many. The Honda's got 200,000 kilometers on it. Still got 200 left to go, by the way, Birmingham.
my wedding was $3,000. Yeah.
You know, don't waste money on that.
No, rather spend it
And
on the honeymoon.
I got to tell you, seriously, guys, I'm gonna be bringing out all the stuff we get. I just got to make sure the money comes in first. I got to get the box. Let me get the box. Then we're going shopping, spending everything. Don't worry. Dave Ramsey would be disgusted. No money for the. I'm telling you, I really want to live life. I want to get an engraving on the Patek. The other thing I want to do is, look, the tuna, I don't know whether I keep it or sell it, but I'd probably keep it just because it disturbs the yin and the yang of the collection. You know what I mean? The yin and the yang. You think, So, I got to be honest with you. I got enough. By the way, can you send me your address there, Marco? I was going to send you that Montig box for your efforts there in appreciation.
What do you mean, Arch? I'm gonna pay for it. I'll pay for it.
No worries. Just make it $50 for you.
Okay.
Okay.
The black one? I like the black.
Yeah, the black
Can we
one.
do
You wanted the black one. The black one's cool.
Okay.
And Tim, you can have the orange one for $50 if you want, Tim.
I'm selling mine, Arch. What are you talking about?
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Just asking. Just an offer. It was an offer.
Wait, Tim, does Arch know that you're going to Spain in a week from now? Arch.
Oh yeah.
Tim is living in Bella Vita.
Oh, well done.
Well, we have no
You
choice.
don't like orange Birmingham, otherwise I'd offer it to you for $50.
Wait, why does
It's
he
not an
like
orange guy.
orange?
I mean,
He's
orange
not an orange.
headphones are all the rage these days, but
Yeah, but not the orange box. That's okay. But look, Marco really went overboard, so I just want to make sure that Marco. That's a beautiful box, Marco. It's a great box. It's a great box. Look, the only reason I'm getting rid of it is because I'm trying to declutter my life. Okay.
Yes.
I've watched these hoarding videos and I see myself there. I want to get rid of stuff. I really do want to get rid of stuff. By the way, you know those Ellen DeGenerate mugs I bought? That was a mistake. I never realized who the hell she was. She's nasty.
Arch, what about the coffee? Have you sold any coffee yet?
I have got one coffee reserved for Paul Silesios. And then the rest of them, Tim, I need you to help me sell this garbage, okay? I got 3,000 kilos of beans turning up next week. What do I do?
3,000 kilos?
I thought it'd be a good seller.
Arch is a buy first, think later. I like it.
Alright, we're gonna let it age a little bit. Then we're gonna sell aged coffee. You know, it's got that flavor. You know, it's
I got
one
the packaging, Dad. Look at that. Look at that. Pontiff's blend. How is that not premium?
Blend.
And each one is signed by the Pontiff. Look at that.
Wow. Wowzers. That's pretty impressive. You know,
premium coffee.
By the way, guys, if you buy a cup, if you buy Pontiff's blend, it comes with a free invite to the WhatsApp group.
I gotta tell you, Tim,
yes.
I don't understand how you can sell everything. I can't sell a damn thing. Nobody took me up.
It's just a little bit different.
Tim, I don't know what it doesn't matter. You know what? I'm not gonna.
It's more accessible through a store. If you have a store, it's a lot more accessible. That's the thing.
Tim is very, very cool. We love.
But for real, Arch, we need to do A Man and His Watch. I want to do this, Arch. What are we gonna call it? What's the book gonna be called? Not A Man and His Watch.
By the way, guys, if you wanna know something, I made some iPhone. Let's see, what is this? iPhone 11 Pro. Pontiff cases, like iPhone cases. If you have an iPhone 11 Pro.
Wow, amazing.
One of these, you can get it with the Pontiff's.
Wow, that's amazing.
Design on the back. And it's limited to just 3 pieces. I don't know how many people are out there who have the, probably everybody upgraded
3 minutes. We're going to wrap this baby up. Are you doing an after show, Tim? Yes, no, maybe?
Yeah, I'll do. 1 second.
3
let me just
minutes.
Create something.
13785 bucks. Pontiff's homemade coffee. Luwak. No civets were harmed in the processing of this coffee. There we go. Yeah, it was another ArchieLuxury disaster. You know this? Like, I had the mugs. They cost me more to post than I made. I lost money. And then a lot of things I sold. That AP Royal Oak I sold many years ago. That was a mistake.
Oh, hold on, Arch. I got a special thing to show you. Look at these. Look at these box. Look at this box. Okay, it's coming. Sorry, Arch. You know on my computer. So I need to get a new computer. It's so bad. It's not even funny.
It's okay. You're using an Apple, aren't you?
Yeah, it's like I've had this since my 4th year in high school. So it's a little old. It's been through a lot. Look at this. Oh wow, my goodness. The milk house upside down, huh?
Yeah, I like that. Very cool. Very cool.
Oh my god. Hold on.
What a beautiful.
Look at that.
That's the graphite. Look at that. It's just beautiful.
That's the one to get on. You gotta get that one. Or the blue. And
that's a white gold Pepsi, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep, with the blue bag.
Look at that.
Amazing.
Platinum Day. Man, what more do you need? Honestly, there's something to be said about a Rolex only collection.
Fuck. This is gorgeous, Arch.
It is, absolutely. It's beautiful.
This is what you should be going for. Rolex and 1 Patek. That's it. 7 Rolex.
And 1 Patek.
And 1 Patek. That's it.
You know, I'm happy. Birmingham. I'm actually content, Birmingham. Because whatever I do, the market reacts the other way. You know, I make mistakes when I sell things off.
Arch, maybe it's time you sell off another Rolex. This way the market will sink. You know what I mean? Sell off the Explorer 2. This way the market will sink. We'll be able to buy cheap. What do you think?
I have no idea. Whatever I sell seems to go through the roof. Like the 600. Oh, that's beautiful. Guys, I'm going to wrap this up. See you later. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much. And guys, be happy. We love you all. Thank you so much.
See you guys in the after show.
Yeah, Tim's doing an after show very soon. See you later, guys. Oh, that Speedy looks cool, man.